there's need everywhere.
Yeah, like I was
That's-
explaining to her today in the car. I was telling her how like, yeah, I love how India is so traditional and cultural, and it stays stuck. It's like sticks to its roots, you know. And it's good because I don't want India to become like really modern to a point where it starts stop losing its culture, tradition. You know, I love its art and everything, right? But as much as I want it to grow modern, going modern won't change society's thinking, you know? Like, yeah, India can advance in technology and stuff, you know, to like build big buildings, become more urban, but like, it could
Thank
become,
you.
it could become more modern and it could become urban, you know, urban areas, like all these suns can go away. But it's not gonna change how society views children. Society will still, not just children, how society views anything, you know, like still like gender discrimination. And I feel like that's like, I was like telling her like, yeah, as much as I wanted to hold on to this tradition, it's sort of important that tradition needs to change also because it's like sometimes like the culture is what makes society think these things, you know. And as much as culture is important, if this is the kind of stuff that if this is the kind of stuff that culture inflicts on children or other people, then culture itself needs to change, not just like, you know, economically or politically India needs to change. India needs to change culturally, traditionally, and like morally it needs to change, you know, start viewing children as more important. So,
Very,
yeah, I was like
Thank
explaining
you for
this.
sharing. Yeah.
No, we will do a footage actually. I'll let you finish first, and then,
yeah, it was
then
really
we'll leave like
important.
5-10 minutes if you guys don't mind.
Oh, we don't
Like quickly.
But yeah, so it's really important, you guys. Help. Motivate each other. So yeah. I feel like children have a bigger effect on other children though. Like,
Absolutely.
That's true, that's true. Which is why we want these kind of clubs to come together. And it's in addition to actually, you know, spreading awareness and, you know, building that kind of consensus amongst children, I feel like children gain from this kind of action as well. Like if you start a club like this, you'd probably be able to, you know, get that kind of leadership experience, and it helps you in your college life. I mean, it not just helps you help others, it also helps you help yourself.
yeah, same thing. Like as I said, like okay, let's say we were to start a club at our school, you know. Okay, it would help us. Like, it would help society. You know, we're helping saving kids. Yeah, it would help us like get into like a good college. We would look like better for college and stuff. It'll help us like morally, but also like if you want to look at it from a religious view, because I'm really religious, right? It would help like you like grow closer to God also because you're basically doing His work, right? Like I was like telling her earlier, I want to be a cardiovascular surgeon when I grow up because you know they say like my grandpa once told me he's like things when I told my grandpa I wanted to be a cardiovascular surgeon, he told me he's like people say only God can give life, right? Yeah, so God gives that life, but if you become a surgeon, a cardiovascular surgeon, like it's ironic because the heart is where life lies, you know. You're basically helping someone sustain the gift that God gave you. You're basically helping them save that gift. So like,
So
if,
nice that you're thinking about
Oh
this.
my god.
and so like if I was to
God.
become a cardiovascular surgeon, yeah, I'd help people. Yeah, financially I would be better. You know, I had to raise a family in the future. You know, yeah, like I would get luxuries and stuff. Not only that, I would become closer to God. You know, I would grow closer to God, which is like another benefit. So like yeah, doing like clubs like this helps society, but it also helps you personally also. Like I'm pretty sure like I was gonna ask you that question, brother, like how has Kai changed your personal life?
Oh, absolutely.
Has it like, you know, gained like help you gain confidence about yourself, confidence in the world, you know? Because all these incidents have been going on, like I know like Colorado shootings or like school shootings that have nothing to do with like crime in general. But still this world is like being run by so much chaos right now. Like there needs to be some sort of like
Peace within yourself. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much my work or our work does help each. Like we don't know which child we are actually helping because that's not how Cry works. It's more holistic, as I said. We don't look at one child in a society. We look at the whole society and work towards building sustainable change in that respect. But as you said, it does make us feel really good in a way that we are trying to do something. We enjoy partying. We are like we love enjoying life. We travel a lot. We do all that for ourselves. But at the end of the day, when we do all that, we feel like we come back and do something more meaningful as well. So what you said, like I can totally relate to what you're saying, and amazing that you can think of all that at such a young age. Oh my god, I'm so motivated right now.
I was in Turkey earlier today. I totally forgot about it. So I was gonna like talk about it on the way here because of 2 hours of no talking. So I was like thinking about this story. One time when I went to Monterey with my family, we went to this Ghirardelli restaurant like for ice cream, right? And I was gonna tell you when we were talking about Ghirardelli. And when we went in there was this girl who served us our ice cream, right? And she was so nice, like happy, you know? And like she seemed really happy, like really extreme. I've never seen someone so happy, right? And I asked her, I was like, oh, it says like Shreya on occasion or something? And she said no. She's like, in fact, it's completely the opposite. It turns out that the night before her father just died. And I asked her, I was like, how can you be so happy, right? And she told me, she said, the greatest happiness comes when you give happiness to others. That's the best happiness. So she's like, when I'm here, I see all these people laughing, you know? She's like, yeah, giving ice cream, eating ice cream is like nothing. But you know, she's like, when I be nice to people and give them happiness, that's the greatest happiness in the world, helping others. And she said that that happiness outweighs any other kind of depression, sadness that you have. So then, like, yeah, that like sort of motivated me. So it's like helping others. It's like good, and you should do it always. Hamesha ki liye. So yeah.
You want to go ahead and ask your question to Manny?
Yeah, absolutely.